Hey guys, it's Nailbiter, and it's been a while since I've done any Battlefield 3 sniping videos, so I thought I would do another one here for you guys, and especially since there was a new bolt action sniper rifle that came with the close quarters expansion, the JNG-90, and so that's what I'm going to be using in this video, and the gameplay is some highlights from a round that I had using this weapon with the 8x scope and the straight pull bolt, and I think I just leave the third attachment slot blank because I find that I have bad hit detection when I use the laser sight on bolt action sniper rifles, so I tend to just leave it off. I don't know if that's actually if that actually is a weakness or a deficiency with using the laser sight, but I just find I have better success with it off, so I leave that third attachment slot blank. And I'm playing some Conquest on Damavan Peak, which is it's a map that you don't really see in server rotations very often. So hopefully we provide a bit of a change from the usual maps that you see me playing. I mean, I try to play, I like to play on a variety of maps, but this map just doesn't come up very often. And I actually end up doing pretty well in this round. I go, I think, 45 and 9, which is kind of strange because it didn't really feel like I was doing that well over the course of this round. And the gameplay isn't amazing really. I get a lot of pistol kills as well. I'm using the MP443, which is kind of a change. I would usually use the Magnum or probably the G18 Suppress. I don't usually, or I haven't used that as much recently, but I decided to try it out with a different pistol. And so you'll see a bunch of pistol kills in there as well. And I thought I would talk a little bit about the JNG-90 in this video and give you guys my thoughts on the weapon. And I left this clip in here because I'm still sort of confused how I suicided myself here. I guess the grenade blast went straight through the wall and somehow killed me. I'm not really sure how that works, but there's another one of those glitchy things with this game. You see a lot of them here and there. But anyway, yeah, so I thought I would talk about the JNG-90 and give you guys my thoughts on it. And as I said earlier, I'm using the 8x scope as my scope. That's my go-to scope. That's pretty much what I like to use in all the bolt action sniper rifles, unless I'm kind of being a little silly and maybe using like a 4x scope or something. But for the most part, the 8x scope is what I like to use. And the JNG-90, I mean, as I've talked about before, I don't really see any huge differences between any of the bolt-action sniper rifles. I mean, I think the biggest difference that I notice between any of them is the fact that the M98B has only 6 bullets in a clip, whereas every single other bolt-action sniper rifle has 11. But I mean, I think the other differences are pretty minute. And so I think the JNG-90, I think it's a pretty good bolt-action sniper rifle. And I'd probably compare it to maybe the M40A5. It's not quite, or it doesn't have quite the mobility I think that the SV98 has. The SV98 is probably the best bolt action sniper rifle to use if you like to get into people's faces. I actually think it has the best hip fire out of any of the bolt action sniper rifles. So if you have the laser sight on that weapon, it works really well as playing an aggressive recon. But I'd say this weapon falls more along the lines of the M40A5. So it's a pretty good all-around sniper rifle. It also seems like the damage drop-off on this weapon is a little better than some of the other bolt-action sniper rifles. I don't actually know that for sure, but I find that, or it seems like I get fewer hit markers at sort of medium ranges where that one-shot kill is no longer a factor, or you can no longer get those one-shot kills. But it seems like the drop-off for that is a little better on this bolt-action sniper rifle than it is on some of the others. So I don't know if that's actually the case, but that's what I've found just from the little bit that I've used this weapon. One thing I don't really like about this weapon is the reload between firing shots. When you still have bullets in the chamber, it seems like the reload is a little bit slow. And so that gets a little bit annoying just between shots if you're taking on an enemy. And again, I don't know if it's actually slower than the other bolt action sniper rifles, but I guess the animation, something about it bothers me. I don't really like it too much. So that's probably the one thing that bothers me about this weapon. And I've also kind of gotten into the bad habit of switching to my pistol immediately after firing, no matter what the situation, and so that kind of makes the reload speed even longer because it's not like you can pistol switch and cancel the reload like you could or cancel the animation of the reload like you could in older Battlefield games like Bad Company 2. So that can sometimes get me into a little bit of trouble, and you sort of see me do that over the course of this gameplay a little bit. But anyway, one other thing that I wanted to mention about the JNG-90 is that it seems like it has a bit of a heavier feel to it than some of the other bolt-action sniper rifles, meaning that it's sometimes I feel like I have a little bit more trouble adjusting my aim with this weapon, and it's a little sluggish just when I'm trying to scan the area, and so making some of those is fine-tuning your accuracy when you're trying to get a headshot on somebody that's a little farther away seems to be a little bit more difficult, maybe, or maybe it's something that I just have to really get used to, but it feels a little sluggish, I guess, to me when I've been using this weapon. So anyway, those are just a few things that I've noticed from using this weapon. I've played with it for probably 6 or 7 rounds, maybe, and as I said, this was actually, it still doesn't really feel like watching this gameplay again that I went 45-9 in this round, but it was a pretty good round that I had. And this JNG-90 is definitely a solid weapon. As I said before, I don't think there's really any huge reason to use this or any big reason to use this bolt-action sniper rifle over any of the others. But it's definitely a solid choice and worth trying out if you haven't tried it out yet. And it is the second assignment in the sort of recon class, the second sniper rifle that you unlock from the close quarters expansion. I think in order to complete the assignment for this weapon, you have to get 100 kills with sniper rifles, and that can really be with any of the sniper rifles. I think it doesn't have to be a bolt-action sniper rifle. And then you have to win 3 rounds of Conquest Domination. So you do have to play some of the close quarters maps in order to get this unlock. But otherwise, I think this is a pretty good weapon, definitely worth trying out. And I think the round here is all just about finished. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. And I'll probably try to get back into doing some of these sniping videos a little more consistently. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later.